All right, hockey fans. We are live at the Huntsville. Forgot what this place is called, but it's the ice arena in Huntsville we always come to. The 10U Bulls are going to be taking on the Huntsville Chargers here in about 4 or 5 minutes. The boys are about to take a 3-minute warm up, and then we will start. So just a reminder: 13-minute periods, minute and a half penalties. Um, the last time the Bulls saw the Chargers, it was a pretty evenly matched game up in over in Atlanta at the Ice Forum, and the boys have recently come back from a championship win up in Washington D.C. Oh no, so my voice must be messed up here. Let me fix that real quick.
All right, so Justin,
How's
his
that,
voice
Tyler?
on there, much more clear.
There
Yes,
we
yes,
go.
yes.
All right. All right, so taking the ice for a warm up. The Chargers will be in their gray uniforms. Bulls will be in their dark blue down on the far end. Tyler, big win last weekend up in
Yeah,
D.C.
yeah. I hate I missed it, man. Um, Thanks to both Mark and Jody for filling in while I was out. But man, what a fantastic tournament last weekend. Got to watch all the games on TV in the warmth of my house and that cold, cold rink. Um, we've had a couple of developments since last week, though. For those of you who aren't aware, Brogan, our number one goalie, broke or fractured his thumb. So he will not be playing this weekend at all. He's here supporting the Bulls today. We do have Elijah Cole, our backup goalie, in net. And we've made a couple of defensive switches. We're going to have Ian and Tyson dropping back on defense today. They're normally on offense. And Hayes and Lingjay will now be moving up to the offensive position. Just trying to give Elijah as much help as possible, keeping the shots off goal. And it looks like one of our parents just pointed out that they only have 10 skaters here for the Chargers, which is a little odd. They typically have more than that. That could definitely be in the Bulls' advantage today.
Legs feed the wolf, right?
That's
Get
right.
tired quicker.
That's right.
So, what are some keys to today or to this weekend, Tyler? What do you think?
You know, I think just getting Elijah comfortable in net again. We've all seen the kind of game he can play from years past, and but he hadn't had the opportunity with this team.
Yeah, a little bit faster speed, definitely than 8U.
So I think it's just going to be, making sure that our defense keeps the pucks away from him, gives him a clear view of being able to save the shots. And then, we need everybody to step up and play their positions. With Hayes and Lingjay both switching up and playing offense this time, it's just a little bit different for them. They're not used to it, so they're going to have to kind of go back to their older ways too. Everybody's going to have to play their positions and play as a team. We need to pass.
Absolutely, yeah. Lots of cross ice passing, spread those defenders out, especially the defense. That's some of the one of the things we saw the teams in DC doing a little bit better than we did.
Yeah.
Those cross ice passes by the defenders, opening up lanes and open up skating routes. So
Yeah, we need Henry Arns to step up and really make his presence known today. Same with Nixon, Nicholas, Dylan. All those guys really need to play as well as they did last weekend, and really keep the pressure on the Chargers defense today.
all right, here we go. Oh, hold on. It looks like they've got 12 minutes on the clock instead of 13. I don't know if that's on purpose or not. Looks like it is.
Glad you said something about the clock because I forgot I was running it.
Yeah.
All right, so here we go. First 12-minute period about to get set. Puck drops. Bulls win the faceoff. Hayes and Nixon working it up the boards. Hayes puts his shoulder into somebody up against the wall. Puck just squirts back out into the neutral zone. And now we have shot on goal, and Elijah with a good stop.
Sorry about that. I was watching the game. Oh, my bad.
So for those of us that aren't goalie parents, Justin might be holding his breath a lot of this game. So
Stop the clock. Yes. Yes. Sorry about that. But big stop. Wow. Not sure how Elijah saw that one, but
I'm not either. So Ian's got the puck, and he's working it up the ice into the neutral zone. Just gets swiped away. He tries to move it up to Henry. Tyson gives chase into the corner. Tries to send it back up to the wall to Henry Arns.
oh, icing.
Chargers send it all the way around, and we have the icing call.
Dylan was fighting hard for that one.
Yeah, that was Dylan. Dylan and Tyson both are about the same height, and they skate a lot similarly. So I was giving Tyson some credit there on Dylan's goal or Dylan's moves. So the Bulls win the faceoff. Ethan keeps it into the zone. Nicholas on chase there against the boards. Nixon looking across ice, trying to find somebody, but can't quite get the pass away. Nixon putting some good pressure against the boards there. The Chargers end up sending it into the neutral zone, send it up. Ethan dumps it back out, back into the neutral zone. Good job by Lingjay swatting it out. And then Nixon finds himself with a one-on-one opportunity here. Shot and score by Nixon Hergott.
Great work, Nixie.
That was great work. They were trying to just kind of dump it out of their defensive zone. The Chargers were, and Nixon just happened to swipe it away and end up with a one-on-one shot.
Well, he stood tall through that shoulder contact too.
He did. So the Bulls win the faceoff again. Moves the puck up to Finnegan Cataldo. Finnegan sends it across to Henry Arns, who takes a shot just off the glove of the goalie. Henry battles it against the boards. Tyson steps up, tries to make a guy move. Now Ian's got the puck, sends it up, tries to dump it into the offensive zone for the Bulls. Henry takes it in. He's got a 2-on-1 shot. He takes a shot and goal. Henry Arns.
There it is. Early 2-0 lead Bulls.
So Justin, are we considered home or away? We're home, right?
Yeah, we're home. We're always home on my little scoreboard.
Good deal. So it is. It is now a score of 2-0 with Henry Arns scoring that goal. Bulls take the face off. Jackson dumps that one into the offensive zone for the Bulls. Jackson tries to keep it in, and Phillips able to wrangle it back. Phillips sends it to the middle, trying to find Nixon. Can't quite find him, but Dylan takes a shot off the rebound. And it's a glove save by the Chargers goalie. So the Bulls win the faceoff, and a quick shot by Jackson Bulls. Phillip comes around the back of the net to battle. Jackson able to keep it into the offensive zone. Puck just staying along the boards here. Dylan Hunt battling pretty hard along with Nixon. They finally get it up to Phillip. Phillip sends it back to Jackson, who takes another shot from almost to the blue line. Nixon swats it away from Chargers and takes a half-hearted shot, just flings it towards the net, and glove save by the goalie.
Tons and tons of pressure here, Tyler. This is
Lots of pressure.
This is great.
This is exactly what you need, trying to get a goalie who's been playing out all year. This is what you need. Pressure off of him, let him get adjusted to the game, the speed. Ian takes a shot, which is blocked by one of the Chargers. Now we have a one-on-one opportunity with Elijah. Elijah with a quick stop, but it just sneaks underneath this pad. So, with those one-on-one opportunities, those are so tough for a goalie. I thought he did a good job dropping right at the right spot, waiting until the offenseman made a move, but just sneaks underneath his pad. So Henry Arns wins the faceoff. Henry takes it into the offensive zone, dumps it towards the net, bounces off the goalie's pads. Tyson sends it across to Henry Arns. Henry Arns with a swipe and a miss, just swing and a miss on that one. Lingjay pops it out with a little poke check. Henry still battling. Lingjay still working in the neutral zone, works it back to Ian. Ian working it up the ice into the neutral zone. Ian still battling against the boards, gets shoved in the back. No call. Nicholas battles again. Finally, the puck squirts out. Tyson able to take it across the neutral zone, work it into the offensive zone for the Bulls. He takes a long shot just wide of the net. Henry battling across the boards right here. The Chargers send it around the back of their net. Lingjay there trying to poke check it out. And the Chargers are able to clear. Tyson back on defense along with Ian. Ian steals it from the Chargers. Is now working it up ice. Lingjay decides to stay deep, which is smart. Now he's going to come off the ice. Ian works all the way up and takes a shot, which is just off the stick of one of the Chargers. Tyson coming off the ice, makes his impact felt, sends it on up the ice to Finnegan. Finnegan finally dumps it into the offensive zone for the Bulls. Chargers chase around the back of the net. Nixon flings one towards the net. It's right there in front. Hayes gets knocked down in front of the net and can't quite connect off that rebound. Now the Bulls are going to have to reset, and we get an offsides call.
Hayes was diving. He was trying to get back on sides.
He was trying to get back, and that's part of it. You got to keep heads up and be looking where all your players are. That happens, I guess, when you're not used to playing that position as much. It's going to be a little bit of a learning curve for him.
Apparently, Chris Arns is watching this at 25,000 feet. So, Chris, I'm not able to check the chat that much, but Tyler, he's asking if you can call out the lineup as you see him.
Oh, sure thing, Chris. So Jackson now has the puck, sends it across into the neutral zone. Nixon takes it into the offensive zone again, and Hayes has another offsides.
Yeah, he got knocked down. That ain't his fault.
That's not his fault. You can't get back on sides when you're on your tail end. So
6:02 left on the official game
clock. All right,
clock.
so it looks like we have Phillip Carras, Tyson, Ian, Henry, and Dylan out on the ice right now. Phillip takes a shot, and the Chargers just send it down. It looks like we're going to get an icing call. So we have 5:49 left on the official game clock. Dylan sends the face-off right over. Ian takes a swing and a miss. Knocks down a Charger player in the process. Ian takes it in front of the net, makes a guy move. And Chargers get a quick shot, but just wide of the net. Looks like we have Dylan Hunt over there against the wall. Gets it over to Ian. Ian working into the neutral zone. Works around several Chargers players. He's getting hooked left and right. Finally takes a shot off the goalie's pads. Chargers are able to clear the offensive zone. Tyson skates back, passes it up to Henry. Henry working it through the neutral zone. Gets it over into the offensive zone for the Bulls. Sends it over to Dylan Hunt. Dylan just barely able to swing it wide around the net. We now have Jackson and Ethan back on the ice for defense. Jackson kind of takes a stab at it, but the guy gets past him. Works it up the boards. They send it center. Henry takes the puck. He's now working it across into the offensive zone. Passes it up to Nicholas. Just off the stick of Nicholas. Nicholas on chase into the offensive zone for the Bulls. Phillip centers it to Nicholas. Nicholas can't quite get a handle on that one. He had two guys right on top of him. So Ethan steps up. Poke checks that one away. Now we got Nixon trying to carry it out. Nicholas works it into the offensive zone, works it up the boards. Good job by Nicholas. He tries to take a shot, but blocked by the Chargers. Nicholas back around with the puck. It's a poke checked away. Nixon steps up, sends one towards the net. Nicholas now has an opportunity. Flings one towards the net right off the goalie's stick. Chargers send it around the boards. Jackson able to keep it in, send it back up. Just off the stick of Ling Jae Kong. Tyson works it up, gets it back, or sends it back up the boards. Now sends it back up to Nixon. Nixon works along the boards, gets it up to Nicholas. Nicholas carrying it into the offensive zone.
Got a man open on his right.
Got two people open. Takes a shot, and it's just off the goalie's pad. Tyson just levels that guy at the blue line. No call.
Nice setup pass by the defense there.
Great job getting it up to Ling Jae. Ling Jae has two guys right on top of him, though. Not a whole lot of room to work with. Sends it into the center for Nicholas. Nicholas trying to get it up, get a handle on that puck. And he gets put into the boards. Chargers able to clear it into the offense or the neutral zone. They take a half-hearted shot towards Elijah. Elijah doesn't cover. Gives his guys an opportunity to keep working. Nixon's still on the ice. Ian and Tyson are still on the ice. Elijah, one off his stick side. Finnegan now working it up out of the zone. Tyson sends that one up against the wall. Works that one up to Finnegan. Still battling. Tyson able to clear the zone again. Hayes is working it up the boards. Works it over to Henry. Henry shoots it over to Finnegan. Finnegan takes a shot, but it was just blocked off by the Chargers, and now the Bulls are retreating back on defense. Hayes able to stop that one and poke it just enough. It couldn't quite clear the zone with it. Ethan doing a good job battling over there on the side. Puck finally squirts out and makes it over to Jackson Bulls. Jackson works it up to Hayes. Puck comes back around the back of the net. Ethan works it out. Finnegan takes a swing and a miss.
I think that's
I'm
Jackson.
sorry, that was Jackson. I saw the green shoelaces, didn't see the number. Jackson takes a swing and a miss, trying to clear the zone. Probably good he didn't connect. It would have been an icing call. Henry finally works it into the neutral zone, works it across to Finnegan. Can't quite connect on that, but Finnegan finally ends up with it in the offensive zone, sends it back across to Henry, and it's blocked off. Now Jackson able to keep it in the neutral zone. Jackson doing a good job keeping that puck away from his goalie. Jackson skates up, works it into the offensive zone, centers it, but the pass is blocked off. Ethan stepping up. Now we have four Bulls players all trying for it, and finally Nixon gets a shot off just wide. Nixon trying to find something. Just can't quite get there. And the Chargers are able to clear it back into the neutral zone. Ethan Gray retreating. Jackson takes it around the back of the net. Tripped up by a Charger player. Oh, and Chargers put one of our guys into the wall. Looked like Nixon. And we have the end of the first period. Now, that was a lot of skating.
It's a whole lot of skating.
There was not much downtime in that period. And I think our guys did a really good job of putting a ton of pressure on their offense or on their defense and really keeping the pressure off of Elijah. It's a good team effort doing that. Elijah had the stops when he had to have them. Obviously, the one-on-one experience there, it's always tough. But I think our defense did a pretty good job.
Absolutely. And they, got to keep the passing up, got to keep the hustle up, and this game could definitely go our way.
So we got about 30 seconds left, and before we come back out on the ice for the second period. All right, so coming out for the first shift of the second period, again, we have Elijah Cole in net, Ian Farragut and Tyson Jesimir on defense, Nixon Herget at center, Dylan Hunt at right wing, and Philip Cross at left wing. And the face-off is won by the Bulls. Philip works it across the neutral zone, sends it up to Dylan Hunt. Dylan works it along the boards. Dylan sends it back to Tyson. Tyson shoots it across to Ian. Ian quickly retreats. I'm not real sure exactly what was going on there. I think he wanted a little bit more room to work with. So Ian takes it around the back of our net. Just going to try to work it up the ice. Makes one man move. Works it on up the ice. Gets back into the offensive zone. Takes a shot, but just off the goalie's pads. Nixon battling along the boards, just trying to knock that puck out. He finally does.
Trip on
and
Nixon.
We get a tripping call on Nixon. So we'll have our first power play of the game. Unfortunately, it's for the Chargers. So the lineup coming out for the power play here is going to be Jackson and Ethan on defense, and Henry and Finnegan on offense. Henry at center. Face-off won by the Chargers. Send it across. Chargers take a shot right off Elijah's glove. And he had the puck in his glove. It popped out and then just sat there, stalled for just a split second, and they capitalized on it.
He didn't know where it was, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as it popped out of his glove, I think he thought he had it in his glove. He looked up at it. All right, so we're back to full strength. Bulls win the face-off. Henry working it over, just giving the puck away. Not real sure exactly what happened there. Ethan finally gets a handle on it, sends it up to Hayes. Hayes works it across the ice, just pass cut off, trying to get it over to Finnegan. Henry works it back over to Hayes. Hayes dumps it into the offensive zone, which quickly popped off, and now he dumps it into the offensive zone again. Henry Arns works it up the boards, trying to make a man miss, gets tripped up. They try to send it back up. Henry sends it just back around the back of the net, trying to find Finnegan. Finnegan battling behind the net, tries to work it back around. He's going to try to center it for Hayes. It's just popped up by another stick. Henry takes a shot. It's a little bit wide. Hayes tries to take a shot and it's blocked off. Now the Chargers bringing it, just dumping it into their offensive zone. Finnegan on chase and gets in the way just enough to where they Henry dumps it into the offensive zone. Just shy of an offsides, but good job by Finnegan staying on sides. Chargers work it back into the neutral zone. Bulls take advantage and get a quick line change. Ian's going to work it up the ice. Works into the neutral zone, makes another guy miss, makes another guy miss. Works it around, makes the third guy miss, and gets tripped up. And we do have a delayed penalty, and there it is. So we got a tripping on the Chargers.
Ian hit his head. So I think Ian hit his head when he tripped. He kind of landed and slow getting up.
Just for reference, guys, we've decided to keep the camera on our players for the people at home watching. The parents at home watching that are concerned and want to see if their kids are moving and getting up. Obviously, any of our competitors, we will pan away.
Ian's up, though.
Good to see Ian getting up.
Hey, that kid's tough as nails. When he stays down, I always get a little worried.
Same. He went down hard, and maybe that'll get the refs to start calling a little bit more of these trips. All right, so we have Nicholas Hoffman out there, Nixon Herget, Ling J. Kong, Jackson, and Tyson out there. Chargers send it around the back of the net, just off of Tyson's stick. Jackson able to send it back up to Tyson. Tyson catches it, tosses it right back down on the ice, sends it over to Ling J. Kong. Ling J takes a shot.
In.
And it is in. Holy smokes.
Wow. Ling J hit that top corner.
With a sniper off the top corner bar, and just an absolute beautiful shot by Ling J. Kong. Wow. So we are going to give Ling J a beautiful goal there. All right, so now we have Hayes and Ling J back on defense. We have Tyson over at left wing, Nixon at center, and Nicholas at right wing.
That was a cannon.
Yeah, had a quick shot there. Who shot that? Nixon?
Nixon.
So a quick shot there by Nixon. Glove saved by the goalie. So now we'll have a face-off there in the Bulls' offensive zone. Chargers win the face-off. Dump it out into the neutral zone. Ling J just kind of tries to send it back up the boards, but now it's a 2-on-1 with Hayes. Hayes takes a dive and poke checks it away. Quick shot by the Chargers. Elijah knocks it off his glove hand. Ling J now battling behind the net. Gets it over to Tyson. Tyson tries to send it up, but it's cut off by the Chargers. I'm not real sure why he didn't put more on that one. So Hayes standing in front of the goal trying to block it out for Elijah. Tyson finally sends it out. Not able to clear the zone, though. Another shot. Hayes blocks it off with a shin guard. Another shot off of Hayes' chest. Ling J chasing behind the net, trying to send it back around. Quick shot, but nothing going. Nicholas trying to clear the zone, makes one man move, and now Nixon's got the puck into the neutral zone, sends it right on up to Tyson, who's trying to work it up. Can't quite get a handle on that puck. And now the puck is sent by the Chargers up and into the Bulls bench.
No tip on that. That should be delay game.
Yeah, lots of exciting hockey right there. A bunch of shots on E, and he did a fantastic job. Defense stepped up, did a good job.
He jammed that left foot on the post and sealed off the left side when they tried to come from behind the net, and that saved a goal right there.
Definitely.
So, proud dad over here right now.
It should be. All right, so the Bulls win the faceoff, take a quick shot, but gets blocked.
Miles and miles of heart right there. Jackson Boyles just fought that guy off.
He did. Now Henry's just working his way around into the neutral zone, dumps it into the offensive zone for the Bulls. Finnegan tries to poke check that one down. Ethan sends it up to Dylan Hunt. Dylan takes a long shot just off the goalie's pads. Chargers regain possession. Well, sort of. They bring it into the neutral zone, but they can't keep possession. Chargers are going to take it behind their net, kind of reset it, looks like. Try to bring it out. Henry jumps up, pokes check. Poke checks, gets spun around.
Got a cherry picker right here.
Yeah, we do have a cherry picker, and he just fell on his rear end. Guess that's karma, right? Dylan sends one back into the offensive zone for the Bulls, but the Chargers quickly clear it. And now we have an offsides call on the Bulls. Henry Yarn's not quite able to get back over the line.
It's all right. Slow it down a little bit.
That's right. Gives us a good chance to reset. Looks like we have Hayes and Lingjay out on defense. Phillip, Tyson, and Ian out on offense. The Bulls win the faceoff. Lingjay tries to skate it up a little bit. Phillip dumps it back into the zone, and we have another offsides call on the Bulls.
I think that was Lingjay. Yeah. Oh, so that way we moved Ian back to center.
Yeah, they've moved everybody back to their normal positions, it looks like, and I know I know that my son in particular is much more comfortable where he is now. However, let's see if it benefits the team. So Phillip trying to work the puck around, just continues to battle. Chargers guy falls down. He centers it just off the stick of Tyson.
Looking for that deflection right there in the slot.
It was right there at it. Ian continues to use his shoulder and just work that guy into the boards. Hayes with the puck now at his feet. Can't find it. And now it's a one-on-one with Lingjay. Lingjay has to move his feet. Off the pads of E. Defense has time to come in and swipe it away. Off the shin guard of Hayes there. Tyson tries to work it up the boards into the neutral zone.
Offsides.
Offsides on the Chargers.
Number one almost made it back.
They were trying. Great save again by E. He's having a fantastic game so far. We have a score of 2-3 with 5:11 left here in the second period. Ethan dumps that one around the back of the net. Tries to get it up to Nicholas. Nicholas clears the zone.
Oh, I thought Nixie was going to jump that.
Yeah. Puck squirts out to Nixon, takes a shot. Henry working along the boards. Going to try to center it here. Tries to center it for Nixon. Can't quite get him, but he does find Ethan, who takes a long shot just off the right side of the goal. Henry sends another one center right into Nixon.
Thought that one was going over the goalie's head.
Henry centering it again. Sends it back up to Ethan. Nixon tries to take a shot, but gets tripped up in the process. Henry right there with 3 or 4 really good opportunities, sending it right to the center of the net. Jackson does a good job poke checking that one away in the neutral zone. Sends it back to Ethan. Ethan passes it back up to the neutral zone, but nobody there for the Bulls. Ethan gets it back up into the neutral zone, gets it to Nixon. Nixon trying to hang on to it and just working through too many Chargers there along the boards. Ethan sends it back up the boards. Ethan with a good stop right there. Chargers try to take a shot, but Jackson jumps in, steals the puck. He's going to start skating with it. Gets into the neutral zone, carries it across into the offensive zone. Puck finds Nixon, but not quite hard enough. Oh, we're about to get a hook on this, and we do get a hook by Ethan Gray. I'll tell you what, a hook right there was probably better than a one-on-one opportunity on your goalie. So I don't hate it.
Got to be careful though.
I don't hate it.
Remember we got our first penalty shot at the tournament up in D.C. So
that's true. That's true. So out here for the penalty kill, we have Hayes Hallman, Dylan Hunt, Finnegan Cataldo, and Ling J. Kong. Puck gets over to Hayes. Hayes shoots it up the boards hard, clears the zone. Good job. Chargers working it in, but it's a 3-on-1. Takes a shot just wide of the net. Chargers try to center it, but Ling J swipes it away. Ling J and Dylan battling along the boards. Lots of bodies hitting the ground. Puck finally pops out, and Ling J's there. Chargers are going to try to work it behind the net. Lots of stick handling, and Ling J takes one off of his pads. Not sure where that hit him, but he went down kind of quick like it hurt. And E able to cover there. Great job so far on that penalty kill. We got about 15 seconds left to go in it. 2:33 left in this second period. Score 3-2 Bulls.
that was definitely Elijah Cole's mom yelling in the background just a minute ago. She's looking at me like she wants to stab me.
All right, so we have Ian, Hayes, Tyson, and looks like Jackson out here. So the puck squirts out, and wow. Elijah's not real sure where it is. He finally finds it behind him, and we got another penalty, it looks like.
Cross check on Jackson.
Cross check on Jackson. So a lot of movement right there in front of the net and then behind the net, and I saw his head was moving back and forth trying to find that puck. And
4 seconds left on that first penalty. 4 seconds. 2:22 left on the official game clock.
All right, so now we have a 3-on-5 advantage for the Chargers. Hayes, Ian, and Tyson out there for the penalty kill. Hayes dumps it deep, and it crosses the blue line, and we have an offsides. Nice way to clear it. Man, that just barely made it across that blue line.
Now Ethan is back on the ice. Yes.
So now we have a 5-on-4. Great job there by Hayes, dumping it across, getting it out of the offensive zone into the neutral zone. Able to get that offsides penalty. All right. Ethan takes it across the neutral zone, works it across, tries to pass it across to Hayes. Hayes is going to be the first one there. It's up against the boards. Hayes just dumps it into the offensive zone, but the referee's in the way, so it hits him. Bulls have the puck in the offensive zone. I should say the Chargers have it in their defensive zone. They try to work it up the boards, and now there's nobody deep except for Ethan Gray. They dump one off to Elijah. It pops off a stick, just goes wide of the net. Chargers trying to take a shot, get one off, but it's blocked up by the Bulls. Tyson poke checks that one away, and Ian tries to carry it across, but gets pushed into the boards. Nothing called. We do have a Huntsville player down. No whistle. And we finally have a whistle. Huntsville player he's the one who laid the lick on Ian. I'm not real sure exactly why he's the one who's hurt.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't try to body check Ian. I'm almost 40.
So the Chargers player is getting up.
Okay. A little unsteady on his feet, but he got it. All right.
I think he laid there so that the clock would stop a little bit. So now we look like we're going to have a little bit of a reset with 1:19 left, and we are back to 5-on-5 hockey. So the Bulls able to kill both those penalties. Fantastic job by goalie, defense, everybody out there on the ice. So Hayes is back out on defense. Nope, they're going to switch him out. We have Ethan Gray, Jackson Boyles, Finnegan, Cataldo, the big Swede, and Nixon. The Chargers working into the Bulls' defensive zone. Jackson battles along the boards, gets it up to Phillip. Phillip trying to look for Finnegan, but pass got cut off. Finnegan finally works it into the offensive zone.
It's a great
now Nixon
second
on
effort.
Chase. Yeah. So Phillip's able to stop that one again. Gets it over to Nixon. Nixon trying to work through a few. Takes a big swing and just wide. Take that back. Not just wide. On the goalie's glove.
27 seconds left on the game clock.
Score 3-2 here in the second period. Lingjay sends that one up the boards around to Henry Arns. Nicholas sends it back around to Henry. Henry skates over to the boards. Going to try to center it to Ian, I think. He tries to center it over to Ian. Pass gets cut off, though.
Too much traffic. He had two
Way
wide
too
open
much
defenders
traffic.
back.
Yep. So now Lingjay chasing back on defense. Defense is able to get set back up. And we have what I believe was an offsides call.
But time ran out.
And time ran out. So we're now going to move on to the third period. So good second period effort by the Bulls. Great job by those guys. Really working hard, trying to keep their goalie out of harm's way. Elijah took a bunch of shots in that period, though, and stood up to them all. So fantastic job by him.
You're off.
Sorry, guys, I was on mute. Nixon wins a faceoff, takes it up, takes a shot. We have Finnegan, Cataldo on the ice, Ethan and Jackson and Henry and Nixon. Nixon tries to center it over to Henry. Henry with a quick shot and gets it over to Finnegan, who tries to sneak one in on the side. The goalie covers that.
Wow. Finnegan almost had a replay of his game-winning goal against the
he did.
Greenwich team.
He did. That was a close one there by Finnegan. And great job by Henry getting it right in the perfect spot. Good job by Nixon passing it over to Henry. So all in all, really good team play there. All right, so now we have Ian, Tyson, Dylan, Hayes, and Lingjay out on the ice. So Lingjay poke checks that one away over to Dylan. Dylan tries to work it up the boards, trying to get it up to Ian. Dylan finally able to dump it across the neutral zone, but the Chargers fling it back into their offensive zone. Lingjay passes up to Tyson. Dylan sends it around the back of the net over to Hayes. Hayes just not able to connect with that one. Ian takes it across center ice. Ian working across
Getting
several
hooked,
guys.
hooked,
Getting hooked
tripped
again.
down again.
Tripped and hard into the wall.
There it
Goes
is.
back, and it looks like we finally got a call. Tell you what, he's so hard to defend, you almost have to get a penalty just to keep him from scoring on you.
Yeah. Well, I think that's what that kid was thinking about, was if he gets through, he's through.
He's done, yeah.
And Ian's had a couple of near misses already.
All right, so the Bulls with a one-man advantage. Nixon wins the faceoff. Ian flings it up hard towards the goal, but just wide. Tyson tries to get it back up to Henry. Henry centers it to Nixon, but it's pass is blocked off. Nixon gets a shot off, and it's right there in the goal. It's hanging out right there, and Finnegan cannot quite get it in. He was all over it. Finnegan getting boarded up against the wall. Now Ian taking chase into center ice. One of the Chargers goes down.
Oh, you've got to be kidding
me. Penalty
me.
call now on Ian.
He played the puck. That's not interference.
I don't understand that one.
Wow. That's pretty bad.
I don't understand that one. So it looks like we have 4-on-4 hockey for just another little bit. But Bulls have way too many men out on the ice. Somebody's got to hop off. There goes Henry. There goes Tyson. Too many. A quick shot on Elijah, and Elijah able to take a quick glove save. Good job. So it's hard to tell who else out on the ice. It looks like Dylan Hunt, Nixon, Ethan,
and Jackson.
So Ethan sends it right on up. They finally are able to clear the zone, and that should be an offsides. There it is, finally. So they should have called that offsides a little quicker, but no worries. Finally got it off. So Nixon takes the face off in the neutral zone, wins it, dumps it up to Dylan Hunt. Dylan's going to work it right in front of the net, tries to pass it up to Nixon, but it's cut off by the Chargers. Jackson takes a shot around the boards. Ethan skated up, tried to catch that one. Now Nixon working across center ice. Takes a shot, but blocked by the stick of the Chargers. Nixon just in constant battle. He hadn't been able to get a good shot off in a while. He does get a good shot there, just off the pad of the goalie. Chargers trying to work it up, but Nixon will not let that thing come out of the offensive zone for the Bulls. Finally does. Now Ian's back on the ice after his penalty served. Sends it around to Ethan. Ethan sends it up to Finnegan. Finnegan sends it over to Ian, who's working it into the center of the ice.
Let's see if 2-2 fouls him again.
Yeah, works over into the offensive zone and dumps it off to Henry. I think Henry was expecting him to take a shot, though. And he dumps it to Finnegan in the center. Nice job there by all of them. Jackson takes a shot. Henry's right there in the center, dumps a backhand in, just off the pad of the goalie. Ethan tries to do a slap shot. Gets stuffed by the Charger. And Charger's now working it into the defensive zone for the Bulls. Jackson hits the Bulls player right in the chest, or hits the Chargers player right in the chest. And the Bulls finally clear the zone. We're going to have some icing here. Probably need a reset after that. That was a lot of good looks. Just can't quite get it in.
Has some unlucky bounces there.
Very, very unlucky bounces, yeah.
They're doing right, though. They're crashing the net. They're almost half an inch in either direction, right?
That's right.
Game of inches.
All right, so Tyson took that face off. Hayes is going to work it up the boards. Gets it over to Tyson. Tyson works it over to Phillip. And Bulls are able to clear the defensive zone. So the Chargers will have to reset. Chargers now skate it back into the Bulls defensive zone. And Hayes with a breakaway. He gets it poke checked away, though. Nicholas in the center of the ice gets it poke checked away. Sends it over to Phillip. They just continue to get tied up.
Bulls are bunching just a little bit too much.
They're bunching a lot, yep. And Hayes tries to work it up the boards over to Tyson. Puck squirts out over to Nicholas. Nicholas takes a slap at it, but nothing going. Chargers dump it back into their offensive zone. Tyson quickly sends it back out. I'm sorry, Lingjay sends it back out.
They're getting Tyson for a hold.
Yeah. Our defense needs to get back. Just because it's a delayed penalty does not mean that they don't have to be on defense. Elijah gets it stuffed. Bulls finally able to put a stick on it, and now we will have a power play for the Chargers. Wow, that was some sloppy. That was a sloppy shift.
Yeah, the ref is calling it a slash, but Tyson didn't slash him. Not sure. The guy threw a stick in front of Tyson's chest, and Tyson held onto it till the guy fell down.
Yeah, that was a sloppy shift all the way around, unfortunately. Especially after the delay penalty came, the Bulls just looked like they just kind of gave up. All right, so Nixon wins the faceoff. He's got Ian to his left. Works it over into the offensive zone. He's got Ian right there in front of the net. He takes a shot, and it is in. Great job. Nixon just cannot be held down. He wanted that goal. You could tell it from the second he won that faceoff.
.608 left to play on the official game clock. Love a shorty. Those are awesome.
The Bulls
Good job,
get a
Nixie.
shorthand goal. Nixon tries to get the faceoff again. Unable to hang on to it. Chargers working it into our defensive zone. Take a shot right over. Elijah able to pop it right over the top of the net with his glove hand. Chargers all over this goal, trying to work something in. Ian works it along the boards, though. Able to clear it into the neutral zone. Works it into the offensive zone for the Bulls. Ian centers it right to Nixon. Nixon takes a shot just wide of the net. Fantastic job by Ian getting it across to Nixon. Nixon just a little bit wide. Jackson sends it back around. Jackson trying to keep it in the offensive zone, but just battling along the boards. Finally, it squirts out to Nixon. Nixon centers it to Ian. Now Ian's got Ian with a backhanded goal. Man, that was beautiful.
Ian finally got him one. Great teamwork, boys. Great teamwork. Lots of good passes, spreading that defense out.
Wow. So a second shorthanded goal for the Bulls. And for some reason it says we have two guys in the penalty box. I don't understand that.
But Tyson has 2 penalties.
Oh.
19 and 19. He's serving them consecutively.
Oh, good. So Tyson will be in the box for at least another 40 seconds, it looks like. We have Henry at center. We have Lingjay and Hayes on defense, and Finnegan over at right wing. So the Bulls will be shorthanded for another, I assume, 40 seconds. One penalty should be dead because, well, no, because they didn't score.
No, they haven't scored. Coach Mike's trying to figure it out. All right, looks like there's 21 seconds left on Tyson's penalty kill.
All right, so 21 seconds left in the penalty kill. Chargers handle the face-off. Take it over into the defensive zone. Take a quick shot, but just wide of the net. Elijah right there ready to glove it, but lets it go. Chargers send it across into the middle, trying to get something out. Henry takes one to the chest. Good job standing in front of the goal. Henry dumps one up the boards, trying to get it to Tyson, but the pass is cut off. And Elijah tries to glove save that one, just can't quite handle it. Ling J sends it around, trying to get it over to Finnegan. Now Henry's got it. He's going to carry it into the neutral zone. The Bulls able to clear this. And the penalty is dead, so now we have 5-on-5 hockey again. Tyson back out on the ice. Henry sends it across to Hayes. Hayes keeps it in, takes a shot, centers it over to Finnegan. Finnegan can't quite hang on to it. They're able to center it again. Ooh. Lots of movement in front of the net and a bunch of holding right there on Finnegan.
Yeah, 2-2 had Finnegan in a headlock, and the refs weren't doing anything about that.
Not a thing, and looks like the Bulls are going to get called for an offsides. So I'm going to let this clock run for just a little bit. Our official game clock has 4:04 on it. Score of 5-2 here in the third period. Bulls win the faceoff. Dylan Hunt works it on up in the ice. Takes a shot. Glove saved by the Huntsville Charger goalie. So we have Dylan Hunt, Philip Cross, Nicholas Hoffman, and the dynamic duo in Jackson and Ethan on defense. Ethan takes a shot, just kind of dumps it towards the net. Dylan sends it back up to Philip Gross. Philip works it over, trying to find Nicholas Hoffman, but can't quite connect. Dylan sends it over to Nicholas. Nicholas trying to work around a few men, takes a shot, and glove save by the Chargers. So again, just letting this clock run. It's 3:35 left on the official game clock. Score of 5-2. Coming back out on the ice is Nixon, Ian, Tyson, Hayes, and Ling J. So Nixon wins the faceoff, gets it over to Ian. Just comes right off the stick of Ian. Ian shoots it back up into the corner. Oh, Hayes has it in center ice, but has to get everybody back on sides, and I think Ian was just still on this side of the blue line. And Hayes sent it on across, so we're going to have an offsides on the Bulls. Nixon winning the faceoff, carries it into the offensive zone. Dumps it towards the net, off the stick of the Chargers goalie. Ian kind of dumps it around back into the corner. Nixon trying to put one through his legs there. Hayes works it up, tries to take a shot. Hayes retreats back on defense. Ling J's already back there, and now Tyson's back there as well. Elijah's just going to go ahead and cover that puck up. So we got game stoppage again. We'll have a face-off there in the Bulls' defensive zone. So coming out on the ice for the Bulls is Jackson, Ethan, Henry, Dylan, and Finnegan. So Dylan just continues to work it up. Gets it over to Henry. Henry's tied up with a stick in his hip. Ethan tries to battle that out and finally gets control of it there in the neutral zone. Sends it across to Finnegan after everybody resets for the offsides. Finnegan's going to carry it into the offensive zone. Sends it over to Henry Arns. Henry's got a one-on with the goalie, and it's just off his pads. Quick shot by Dylan Hunt off the rebound.
It's a great look.
It was a good look. It's just goalie's all over this right now. Henry working it along the boards there. Sends it, centers it to Dylan Hunt. Dylan gets a shot off, and Finnegan!
Wow.
Finnegan with a tip in off of Dylan. Wow, fantastic job there by the Bulls. Finnegan just seems to know exactly where he's got to stand and does a really good job of staying at home there. So now we have a score of 6-2, 2:03 left on the official clock. We have Hayes, Ling J on defense, Phillip, Ian, and Nicholas out there on offense. Hayes tries to poke check that one away. Nicholas finally able to poke check it away. Hayes takes it around the corner there, sends it on up to Ian. Pass just off Ian's stick, but Ian's on chase. Bulls have to reset into the neutral zone. Lingjay tries to send it up the boards. Works it up to Phillip. Phillip working around several folks there. Can't find it right at his feet. We're going to get an offside on the Bulls. Ian had just barely stepped on over the line. So we're going to get a shift change again. We have Tyson, Finnegan, Nixon, Jackson, and Ethan. Nixon wins the faceoff, carries it into the offensive zone, works around one guy. Oh, just poke checked away. He tries to center it over to Tyson. Tyson with a quick jab towards the net, but doesn't quite connect. And then he sends it out to his defenseman, Jackson, but Jack comes right off the stick of Jackson. Jackson goes ahead and carries it back into the defensive zone for the Bulls. Works it into the neutral zone, works it up the boards to Finnegan. And the Bulls are back on retreat. Good job by Jackson poke checking that one away in the neutral zone. So now we have Ethan taking it into the neutral zone. Carries it across center ice, sends it over, trying to get to Tyson, but can't quite connect. Oh, and the Chargers have a one-on-one opportunity there with Elijah, but can't quite make it work. Puck goes behind the Bulls' net. Tyson's going to work it up the boards. With 20 seconds left, the Bulls just need to get this puck cleared, and they finally do. So the Chargers are going to have to reset. Nixon centers it over to Finnegan, who gets turned around. Finnegan comes back and centers it. And Chargers now working it back in with 3 seconds left. They take it into the offensive zone. So one-on-one opportunity with Elijah, and Elijah covers, and the game is over. Wow. As a goalie dad, can you breathe now?
Oh, yeah, finally.
Well, guys, we have a final score of 6-2. Good guys win. We have another game this afternoon. Hope you guys can tune in. Again, this is the first of 4 games this weekend, so